Taurus, until now you have not known who you are. There is an immediate stop, a halt. Everything that you really are or were put on this earth for has been slowly being chipped away and unveiled to you over the course of this year. There has been such a huge shift and a change in the way that you see and understand your purpose in the world, that there is no going back. But this isn't about transformation. It's about revelation. I'm saying to you that you have always been destined to be this. In fact, I will say, and I usually don't use like mystical terms because that's not the kind of readings that I do, but this is some sense of starseed. Some sort of, this is what it is. It's some sort of starseed. This elemental aspect of your character was put deep down inside of you, and it lay dormant. And you lived what looked like a pretty typical normal life, very content with it, very happy with it. But that's not who you're allowed to be anymore. There is something that's going on, a shift that's happening that is going to change your relationship with everybody around you. It's going to change your relationship with the public and your existence in it. And it's a release of everything that you've ever been before. Because what you have been before was almost like the disguise. It was like the Clark Kent to the Superman. You know, Superman was really Superman. He was really Kal-El. He was not actually Clark Kent. Though Clark Kent became something that he appreciated. Something that ultimately taught him how to be sympathetic and empathetic and understand what was important to the people around him. Clark Kent was an experience that Superman had to have to be able to do all he was destined to do, which was save humanity. In order to save humanity, he had to understand it. Well, your Clark Kent is about to rip open his shirt and the S on your chest is about to come through. Because the S on your chest was actually what you were always supposed to be. And there's a call that's coming through to you now that you cannot deny. There is a call that's coming through to you that is not ever going to let you turn back. This is like that switch point, that changing point in your life. And it has to do with the divine feminine. And the fact that the divine feminine is sort of rising. The divine feminine is taking her place, a place of equality. And I say her, use pronouns however you want them. It's just a fucking pronoun. It's not important. The divine feminine is neither male or female. It's the divine feminine, which is the source of creation. In other words, you, Taurus, are about to be handed something that you are going to be expected to turn into something amazing. Something was seated in you. It was put deep inside of you. And you're the one that gets it and has to do something with it. This card has a quote, and I'm going to read it to you. This card has a quote, and I remember it. No, I don't need to read it because I remember it so well. It's my favorite card in the language of light, the secret language of light deck. It's my favorite card. It's so beautiful, and it's actually unique for the photos or images in that deck. It's very beautiful. It's very rich. It's very deep. It has very deep colors, while most of the other colors are very pastel. This is very rich. This is almost like a heart kind of beating and bleeding. This is the soul purpose. This is like your heart bang, your heart existence. The quote for this card, Taurus, the quote for this card says, "You were put here to create reality." Wait, yeah. You were put here to create reality, not to accept it. No, let me read. I don't want to fuck this up. I'm almost disappointed in myself that I don't remember it. You came here to create reality, not to accept it. Now that is difficult, and I'll tell you why. It's a real juxtaposition of everything about Taurus. You were born in Taurus, which means you were born to accept reality and uphold it. You were born to basically, it's almost like your Taurus's job to maintain the status quo, maintain the establishment. It is to be on the side of the establishment. But ultimately, that's not what your starseed was. And it's the same as Superman being raised as Clark Kent. You were intentionally born into the position in life that you were born into to be able to understand it from the inside, so eventually you could change it in the most intimate, deepest, and permanent ways. And the only way you were going to understand those ways was if you believed you were a part of it for as long as you did. But now there's an awakening that's going on in your life, and you can't turn back from it, and you're not a part of it anymore, and you will literally change the establishment. I know, you're like, what the fuck? This is totally opening up, broadening, coming out publicly, discovering. It's like a public discovery, unlocking something that has to do with something we all need, and the key is you. It could just be all of a sudden like somebody just discovered you. The public itself, you being a key to something huge. And I've been channeling this for a while, and I don't understand it completely, I have to admit to you, but it definitely has to do with the divine feminine and creating a new reality. And if you've been feeling this awakening in you, and this difference in you, this change that's been happening, it's in your DNA. It was always meant to happen. There's something that's growing inside of you in order to help. There's something that's growing inside of you. And no, it's not a cancer. It's actually a conduit for healing. It's almost like you are going to show people how to heal. Evolution, look at this, the DNA strands. From deep within your life force. This is the next step. It's like you're the next step human. And not just necessarily in terms of like physicality, in terms of social, in terms of the public. You are this unexpected, unassuming persona that's basically just going to be thrust into a position that demands you run with it and embrace it and do something with it. And ultimately, it's like that's how something new is going to be invented, because you don't have a choice. There's no choice for something new. When this card came out, I was like, why did Void of Course come out? Because all of a sudden, everything fucking stops. In your life, there is a hard fucking halt. And it's coming soon. By at least this full moon, but I think it's coming by the new moon. Taurus, there's all of a sudden a screeching halt to everything that was all of a sudden established, and suddenly it's fucking changing. It's like the end and the beginning happening in one moment. The energy is gaining momentum, and check this out. Oh my God. All I'm looking at is a new romantic cycle begins. It's got nothing to do with romance. This is a new moon in Libra. This is telling you that this is when it's starting. This new moon in Libra, that's what it's coming up on the 16th. This is a new moon in Libra, and that's when it's starting. The energy is beginning now. And after that, there's no turning back. For you, the energy for you. And certainly by the next full moon, which is on Halloween, there is no turning back. There is no turning back. You have to listen to your heart. You're going to be asked, this is going to take a lot of courage. I'm just letting you know. Because everything that you've known or accepted as real into this point is like it's making you shake. It's coming down. So this is a point of real courage, because you're not put into a situation where you're comfortable, or you could, in any way, shape, or form, prepared for it. And it is cataclysmic, but it's not like something bad happening per se. It's just something like greatness thrust upon you. And that's like too much to swallow, too much to handle, but somehow you have to figure out how to do it. But you were meant to do it. You were given the energy to do it. This is your destiny. You're about to meet your destiny. That's what this is. You're about to meet what you were genetically constructed to do. Your sole purpose and your assignment. It's, yes, Taurus. Or there is one Taurus among us that this is happening to. This person is a Taurus. But ultimately, they're the ones at the root of this change, of this difference, of this veer left, like real sharp turn in existence. It's all of a sudden it's coming to life. Something that's been in you from the beginning of your life is all of a sudden coming alive. Like I said, it was dormant inside of you, but it's always been inside of you. Oh, please tell me more for Taurus. Please tell me more for Taurus. Please tell me more for Taurus. Please be more specific, and like, what the fuck is going on for Taurus? This is too much. I'm not taking all that. That's craziness. That's like half the fucking deck. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Freedom is yours, but it's in reverse. No, you're now tethered. In other words, you're locked in. You can't get away from this. I know that in 1,000 different ways, you're going to be like, how can I? It's almost like, I was raised Christian, so it's almost like, kind of like the night before, like Jesus knows what his fate is. If you ever heard that story, it's like Jesus, in terms of the Christian canon, because Jesus knows what his fate is going to be, and he's praying, he's begging God, please don't make me have to go through this. But ultimately, he knows that the prayers are in vain, because he knows that this is an inevitability. He has to go through this. So Taurus is almost, that's the energy. Like, you're going to be begging to not have this thrust upon you. You're going to be begging for this responsibility to not be yours. But ultimately, in some way, you already know it's coming and that you have to do it. Because you were hardwired. This is your life purpose. You were hardwired to do it. Even though it's going to fucking hurt and may literally kill your dreams. But this is definitely something about something coming, the truth coming out in the public eye, and it's going to bother them. It's bugging them. It's bugging, or maybe the public is bugging you because you caught their attention. But something is bugging, something is nagging, something will not stop picking. And it's like, you're the star of the fucking show. You're the one in the spotlight. Or, it won't let you go. There's a realization here that will not stop nagging you. And that truth is it's gonna stay with you. It's gonna pick on you. It's gonna bug you. It's gonna bother you. Until you act on it. Sing your own song. Coming out. Being who you are in public, being happy, being liberated and free. I know I'm like, how can you be because you're assigned to this, but at the same time, you're also now free. You're free to be exactly who you were always meant to be out loud, even though it's going to be painful to come out. Because basically, I don't mean come out of the closet necessarily. I mean, basically coming out and saying this, making this statement, making this public statement, public to whoever public is for you. Making this public statement is going to be difficult because essentially it means you are going to hurt other people, compromise other people, or in some way, shape, or form, put yourself in harm's way. But you've been tapped. This card shows up because it's required of you. That's what this is. When you meet White Stag, there's no way to turn back, because this is literally a visitation from Spirit itself saying, in no uncertain, it's like the visitation. In no uncertain terms, this is a special event. This is defying all odds, and it must be done. It's coming out. By Scorpio season, it's all coming out. It's all being unveiled. It's almost like your leadership is being unveiled. It's being revealed. Be here now. This is Libra season. Be in this moment. It's almost like these are your final moments in your peaceful existence. This is what I'm channeling, because ultimately you're about to change. Life is about to change completely for you. You're moving on to the next phase of your life. You're not going to be the person that you were yesterday. And it's taking off in Libra season. It's about to dawn. It's about to be born. So this is that new moon. Watch that new moon. I'm telling you, this new moon is huge for you guys. Yeah. This has been lying dormant for a really long time. Your past is going to inform your future. In other words, you've been put on this earth. You've been you already know all that you need to know to be able to get you through this. And this isn't like some, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's just going to change you forever. And it's going to, like, the next step of evolution is working through your experience of it. So it could be you saving your family, could be you saving your community, it could be the contributions to just the future of humanity. It's all of those things. It's like this happening to you is just going to change you and change everyone that is your public, that you affect. But you have in you everything that you're going to need. You already have it in you. You don't need anything else. You don't need anything else. You have it all in you already. Because all the cards do want to come out for you. Oh my God. New love, new life, new start, new meant to be. This is courage. Courage for a new beginning. It's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of courage. You will have people supporting you. There's a great love. It's love that has bought you this new beginning. It's love that's bought you here. It's love that's worked its magic. So at least you'll have some support, right? People believe in you. A rebirth is assured. It's just opening up now. The wings are just opening up. You're about to fly. This is the cocoon. This is like, see how he's in a cocoon phase? You were in a cocoon phase that you mistook for real life. Real life is about to begin. You're about to step into it. Oh my God. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What is this? That's what I want to know. What is this? It's your truth. That's what I can tell you. These are upside down. So you already have everything that you need. This card in reverse is just simply saying that you don't need any more abundance. You already have all the abundance that you need. And things are unraveling. It's like this is you. This is Taurus energy. Everything that you thought was abundant in your life is unraveling. Maybe it's being taken away from you, or it's almost like everything that you thought you had and you thought was secure is not even true. And that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel flipped upside down and unraveling. You are. Time to let go of your old self. Time to let go of your past. Claim your independence. This is time to let go of your independence, because it's like you belong to everybody now. You have a divine purpose now that's bigger than you. So there's no more just you. It's you for everybody else. Trust in divine detours. What is this? Go with it. This is what it's saying. You can't resist this, so please just go with the flow. Bring a gentle touch. This is what you're meant to bring love into the world. You're meant to bring something new, something wide-eyed, something gentle, something with new potential. This is what you're meant to bring into the world, or make the world a safe place for this energy. Know your worth, know your value, know your truth. Stop disguising behind perfume or whatever is socially acceptable. This is the true you coming out. This is a new time, a new invention, a new creation. This is you bringing a new life, a new kind of way to live in the world. Life isn't like, yeah, you're doing all of this. You're doing all of this for spirit itself. You're throwing your whole self in. It's basically asking you to be the sacrificial lamb. Holy shit. Let's get into these angel messages. And definitely please go to tarot, because that's going to help us a big time, Taurus, get like articulated messages. I really want to get into tarot. It's like you don't really know where all of this is headed. Not everything has been revealed to you. And it's not going to be revealed to you. Like little bits are going to be revealed along the way. In other words, everything is going to be like, how do I handle this? How do I do this? You're just going to have to throw your whole self in. That's the only way that you're going to find a way. Is just put your whole self in. There's like no such thing as halfway here. Trust, kindness, and inspiration. What do we pick first? Let's do kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. I just saw 2222. Trust. All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. A huge moment of faith right now, Taurus. This is it. This is what you've been prepped for. This is what Uranus has been prepping you for this whole fucking time. Because it's literally, Uranus is the rebel. The rebel that spent its whole fucking time in Taurus. Like, it's literally like reconstructing your genetics, your DNA. It's reconstructing you. It's reconstructing everything that you believe is true. In other words, In other words, that shocked me. It's completely and totally reconstructing everything about you. Reconstructing the status quo. Reconstructing the norm. The norm is changing. Inspiration. A new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen and take action. This inspiration is from above. This is a lot, right? I want to go right into tarot. I just want to jump right in, but I feel like I have to do a few more angel cards, a few more messages that need to come out for you guys. Give Taurus some support. Like, what do you want them to know? What do they need to hear right now? Harmony. So this is about restoring balance and harmony. I think another one flipped over. And destiny. Holy crap. It's your destiny to bring harmony. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater. This is your destiny. This is what you're being called to. Disharmony occurs when we try to resist life's natural flow. Everything has its cycle. Every stage of life has its own unique meaning and purpose. Every day can be harmonious if we want it to be. It's almost like a warning in some ways. You can't ignore that it's your destiny to bring harmony into this situation. You can't ignore it. Don't ignore it, because if you do, there will be dissonance, scratching on your ears. It will be horrendous. This is the only direction to go. I'm going to tarot. Please come with me. The link is below. I'll see you guys over there.